We are
Mm.
live.
I'm telling you, that intro video is clean.
Thank you.
Mm. The ability of the one day call crew to do.
Bink, 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 bink.
Welcome back to the hottest podcast that takes a break and y'all still miss it. Welcome to the Get Fresh Crew podcast. I am Big Fresh.
What's up, y'all? I'm Crew. Do.
Yeah, speaking of do, crew, what did do?
I'm finna speed run this shit because
Type
we
shit.
got a lot to talk about. All right, so
We do.
boom. Long story short, lost my job, went on a mini spiral. Support the podcast. Back on YouTube. Support the YouTube. Commissions are open. Hire me. What else? Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. So boom. I'll have Uber stories for y'all sooner or later. I'll be sharing those. That's a thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a couple. I'm gonna.
Taxi tapes.
That's a thing. Yeah, I gotta get a dashboard cam like immediately. So all right. So as y'all know, I'm on the stories. Okay, so cool. I'm on this journey, get closer to God, to learn God. Been reading the Bible. Started reading it. Shit went down. I was like, what is this? Because Lot's daughters did what? And then we never, where I'm up to now, we haven't circled back to that. So that's just the thing that happened. And I'm just like, wait a minute. And then there's stuff about slaves and stuff. So I was like, I need to like sit down with somebody and just, because did God say this? Or is this the white man putting his spin on it? Because this don't feel right. So that's where I'm at on there.
Wow.
I've been nominated for another award. Whoop.
Yes.
What else?
Yes. Content creators.
Period. I have never been on a plane. Was gonna take my first plane ride this year. Don't know if that's gonna happen because them shits is blowing up and falling out of the sky, and I'm gonna be pissed. Daughter participated in a reading bowl. It was amazing. It was fun. Very proud of her. What else? I think that's everything. I think that is the speed run, and I will be going back to the gym to unbig my back for real. And
Okay.
after I eat pizza tonight.
Yeah.
You gotta do one last hoorah.
I was gonna say, why not an uphill climb?
Why not?
I just want you to know that when you see an image that pops up on the Get Fresh Crew Instagram, and it says we're live and there's a boardroom of black people, that this was AI. Just so we're clear.
I've cried.
So, anyways, that's a lot of stuff you've been dealing with.
Yeah, and it's only been a couple of months.
Yeah.
And
why not go?
I did it all sober. Yay.
You did it all sober.
Yeah. I haven't had a drink in I don't know how long. And not for any particular reason. I just haven't been feeling like drinking anything, really.
No, I get that.
I just ain't been in the mood for it. I don't know. Is this like a getting older thing? Because I don't really care for it as much as I used to. Like I used to be, what are we doing? I'd be at the house drinking my wine, little nightcap. Now I'm just like, it's cool.
I mean, I don't know if you can truly consider that like an old people's thing. I just think that's just you bettering yourself in general.
Shout out to that. I'm trying to, in all aspects. Trying to be my best version.
It's a lot.
It is. The you versus you battle. Oh, that shit's hard. That is so hard. You v you, the 1v1, the fight of the year. What?
The fight of the year.
That shit is crazy. It is mental gymnastics. It's everything. That shit is nuts.
You and I just we're talking about it, and we're talking about the person that you could be and the person you are. You know damn well that the person that you could be fire.
Yes.
But how will you ever get to enjoy that if you don't do it now?
Right.
That's the part that really sucks. Because you keep thinking about like, damn, it's really social media that allows you to think about the grass is greener all the time.
Mhm.
So that thing is gonna beat you up all the time, and I get pissed off about it because I look at there's a particular I can't remember his name. It's a guy on TikTok, and all he does for the most part is he watches a video of somebody in the gym, and then he tries to do the thing in the gym.
Okay.
So he goes to his home, like some lady, some small Asian woman will do like a front squat, and then she'll go all the way to her knees, and then come back and roll back up, which is like dexterity on 10.
Right.
And he be sitting there this whole time, mind you, the whole time. He gets into the joint,
Yeah.
shirtless, small, small shorts, and got a dog. So the likes are popping in like it's nothing.
Of course. It's the dog.
And it's the dog because the dog also has a brand deal with some other company,
For real?
right? Dead ass. They sit
What?
there and deal with yeah. He's sitting there, and this man is shredded to the point where like you can see all the rib muscles. That motherfucker is shredded.
Jesus.
And I'm like, I don't care what age he is. He could be 26. He could be 39. I don't care what age he is.
Right.
If I looked like that, I would just be a happier person. That's what I keep thinking in my head. If I looked like that, I feel like a lot of people couldn't say shit.
Yeah.
But that's dumb.
Is it?
Yes, because more people would like you. You would see more validation for things. But people are always going to find a way to say some shit.
Yeah, of course. That's true.
So
you gotta do it for yourself.
You gotta do it for yourself.
You have
that's
to.
Why I'm like,
yeah.
I should probably take this step. Because it's clear to me. And I don't want to take any of your shine. It's just so clear to me that those people had two things going for them. One, they had a genetic advantage.
Yeah, facts. That
so they
helps.
were already the genetic advantage already helped.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. That's you. That makes sense. But besides the genetic advantage, their mentality said, I ain't doing that.
Right.
And when your genetic and your mental are both doing the same thing, working for each other, you ain't had no choice.
But
like he could have just been a regular dude.
Right.
With a regular ass body. But his genetic already gave him that advantage that his shoulders were going to be broad. And that he was already going to be having this type of physique. He put in the mental work to then do the physical work to get him over the edge. And now people are looking at him and going, oh, well, he goes to sleep and breathes all normally and just... And when he wakes up, he could fight somebody immediately. I'm like, fuck you, bro. Yeah. Somebody catch me while I'm asleep. It's very rough. I mean, unless you told me, hey, wake up, we're about to fight. Like, it's about to be a problem.
Well, honestly, you got it, because what?
I mean, you also gotta be you gotta be a real bitch if you're gonna fight somebody with sleep apnea. Like, you see him plugged in. The nigga already at the level of going to die by himself. Like, why would you pick a fight with somebody that already is hooked up to a machine? That's like going to a hospital and be like, let's make this quick.
Fucking Grim Reaper?
Right.
That is some next level shit. Like, you going to a special place. And it's not fun.
Right. It's not fun. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely it's a mental thing. It's telling yourself no over and over and over again until you no longer have to, because now it's just your lifestyle. And it's yeah. But starting over sucks. It does. It's like a bittersweet thing. Especially like with the gym, like starting over, it's fucking rough. I'd be happy when I'm like 3 months in. I'm like, do.
Yeah. But that's why I say, so we're just pretty much rekindling every conversation we just had last few hours. So it is what it is. To me, I look at the gym like I looked at practicing my instrument. So I could spend hours and hours practicing my instrument all the time when I was in college. Because the whole like journey was you sit here, you get better, you get better, you get better, and then you get back and you come back the next day, and you get better and you get better, and you develop a mental thing and you figure all. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. The gym, you can't do the same thing because your body doesn't recover like it would playing an instrument. So the recovery was sleep for that day. Especially if you spent hours into a gym and you ain't never been in the gym for months or years. You don't do that. You work your way back into it. That's why I would never tell a kid you should be practicing 5 hours a day. You know, they tell people who are getting piano degrees that they're supposed to be practicing 5 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Just for the muscle memory and the memorization of everything. And I go, you'll never catch me practicing 5 hours a day on any goddamn thing.
Won't let that happen to me though.
Well, did. but I say this because you should, in order for you to develop the routine of going to the gym, you got to do the 30-minute blocks.
Oh yeah, true. I'll do 30 minutes if I'm pressed for time. I like to be in there for at least an hour. That's because I don't like to rush in any part of my life. I like to take my time. So I feel like if everything I do in that hour, I can absolutely do in 30 minutes. But why rush? So like I feel more accomplished if I'm in there for the full hour, putting in the time. Now I know it's not ideal to take like longer breaks in between like reps and sets and all of that good shit. I like to take my time. So I like to be in there for an hour. But yeah, for mentality wise, I'm just really in the mindset of stick to the plan and not your mood. I saw that. I said, ooh, that was for me. That was for me. And then I'm like heavy on like, cause I've had these jobs where I've been there for years and for years. I've gone into work when I didn't feel like it. I'm like, I need to carry that mentality over to my life and the shit that I'm doing, because if I could do it for an employee or an employer, I can do it for me. And so that's really just been where I'm at with that. Just fucking do it. You don't feel like it? Oh, fucking well, you got to do it. So let's go do it. That's where I'm at. And I don't think I've gone into it with that mindset before. I really don't. So here we are.
Yeah. That might be the thing that motivates me ultimately, is that everybody's going to have their own motivation. I'm afraid of taking the one route that I think actually would work, and it's very morbid.
Oh shit.
So like that's why I'm like, find a way to do this in a positive way so it doesn't feel like a chore and do all this stuff. Because if you take it the other route, it's gonna be like, oh well, you're not gonna be able to do this for long if you don't do that. And I'm like,
a word though.
But I'm alive now,
right?
And you're like, yeah,
but for how long?
It's like, this Honda Accord could last for 400,000 miles.
Or
it lasted for 270. And you're like, that's a pretty long time. Like, that ain't,
did pretty good.
That ain't that bad. And you're
got
like,
about halfway there.
Nah.
A little over half. All right.
I can't.
Yeah, no.
I can't mentally operate that way. But I also don't want to live till I'm 90.
I don't know. I kind of want to see how far I can go. Let me see.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? I'll be real with you. I want to be 90, and y'all are trying to keep me alive at 90.
Right.
Right. Like, I'm sitting there most of the time I'm in a hospital, or most of, like 90. That's why you gotta do it now.
Exactly. I want to be 90 and healthy, moving.
Right. Moving. Oh, where's Grandpa? Grandpa's taking a walk. Is that safe at his age? Grandpa can still bench 290.
Okay. I don't want to be one of these weak ass people. When I'm old, I don't. My grandma was not like that. I'm not fit to be like that.
Yeah. I want to
Nah.
be 90 years old and somebody goes, y'all heard Fresh passed away? How? Like, I wanted to be like, them to be shocked by it. And that'd be, to be like, yeah, man, he made it. God dang.
He lived a long life.
He lived a long life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I take it. I think ultimately we can. And I think
Yeah,
if,
we absolutely can.
well, yeah, but I mean, I think,
And we will.
obviously, I think we can and we will. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to get to I gotta figure out the mentality part. The mentality thing is really where it's at. It's
It is.
comfortable door dashing. It's comfortable
So
chilling
comfortable.
and doing. It's so comfortable.
It is so
Even when it's
comfortable.
not even like unhealthy to a nature, like it's still comfortable to be like, all right, cool. Just go ahead and order groceries, or just I
So
don't have rice. I'm
convenient.
just right. Oh, we'll just walk down to the mailbox. Or no, I just like convenience. I like my life on auto pay. I like everything to just be get it done.
There.
Because
Yes.
a part of me feels like that is what rich feels like.
Right? No, 100%. I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to get there. Absolutely. No, I feel you on that. What you been up to? Also, this is like our first episode back, so happy New Year, everybody. Since like the New Year,
you're not allowed to say that. It's February.
I don't give a book.
Uh,
Who gonna stop me? This my shit.
this is. There was a person on the radio that literally said, "When is the latest you could tell somebody Happy New Year?" And the conversation was, well, if somebody said, well, if you hadn't seen them that year, you're allowed to say it. And I was like,
Exactly. That's how I feel.
so if I don't see you until June,
Well,
you're
first of
allowed to say
all,
happy.
if I haven't talked to you from January to June,
Right.
not even text or anything,
Right.
were we beefing? Like, we have some other shit to talk about first?
I mean, I mean,
That's 6 months.
that's 6 months.
Was you locked up? Like,
Okay.
what's going on? Where was you at for
It
six
could be,
months?
but it could be any of those things, right? Like, just say it is. Let's say it
Okay,
was.
cool.
I was locked up for 6 months, and you're like, wow, he's finally out.
Yeah, welcome back
Hey, what's
home.
good? Welcome back home. Happy New Year. The
Dead
fuck, nigga?
dead
It's
ass.
June. Hell
Okay,
nah,
but this is my
nah,
first time
nah,
talking to you since the new year, so happy new year. It's a new
nah,
day. It's a new year.
nah. It's a
It's a new
it's a
day
new life,
for me.
and
And
I'm
I'm feeling
feeling no,
good.
no, no. You get 2 weeks.
You gotta finish it.
Oh, I gotta bad bad out. No, you get 2 weeks. You got January 14th, and
Damn.
that's maybe I push the 21st. I push the 21st. You get 3. You get Martin Luther King, and then you just get a hello.
So not till February 1st. I feel like February 1st is okay. Or sometime okay. I would say if we have to put a time frame on it, if you haven't seen them for whatever reason, I haven't talked to them for mid-February, Valentine's Day.
Oh goodness! So you telling me
Okay, February 13th, the day.
45 days? You get to put 45 days?
Yeah. You know what? People still have their Christmas trees up. I kid you not. I drove past a place the other day
I think we might too.
and the Christmas tree
It's a
was still up.
miniature one.
I don't it's uh-uh. If
Wait.
your Christmas tree is still up, then you don't have a dog in this fight of when you can say Happy New Year.
I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna find out.
Okay, so follow-up question. When should you take your Christmas tree down? I say you put it up day after Thanksgiving, take it down the first week of January.
Oh. Yes, I will agree
that
with
first
that.
weekend.
No.
Yeah.
I say up until the first weekend of the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
I give you that. I think that's the appropriate time to have it. I think I will agree that if you got Christmas lights outside your house and it's a big ass house, and you had to climb up and do all that.
That's a lie. You get a little bit more time.
Oh, swag. Our tree's not up.
Okay, cool, cool,
She
cool,
took
cool,
it
cool.
down. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, and like I was saying.
So back to the topic at hand.
Right.
Now, if you've
And
hired a company, no excuse. Because if
I
you,
got paid the company to come back out.
yeah, I feel like it should be a bundle. Put it up and come get this shit. What you mean?
There you go. Yeah, that's a good business acumen. Like you'd be like, all right, cool. Y'all gonna come back and y'all expect me to climb 40 feet up into the ceiling? Like it's
Because
not
I
gonna
ain't
happen.
finna get this. Yeah. No, it'll definitely be an upcharge for sure. But hell yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. So what have you been up to? How has your new year been so far? We're a month in. How are we feeling?
I'm gonna work backwards,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to keep it logical,
Okay.
but it's all over the place. Friday, I saw a coworker. I was out in the hallway, and I told her she looked nice,
Mm-hmm.
and then she didn't say anything, and
Like
then
at all?
at all, like she kind of looked away, and I was like, um, hello, and she was like,
Right.
just walk away.
She said that to you? That's weird.
It is. Now, I told my other coworker that this happened,
Yeah.
and he's the benefit of the doubt man. Like, so he's always like, I don't know, that seems kind of off. Like maybe something's going on.
That's
I said,
my
yeah,
ass. I get it.
I said, I understand, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
get it. Like, it could be maybe you're not feeling like your best, and then somebody comes and tells you that they like what you
Just
got, and then
still
they,
acknowledge it though.
nah. I mean, some people just don't operate in that light. Some people,
With manners?
I'm gonna, I'm gonna spaz in a second. Just let me just get
Okay.
all this
Okay.
right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I said, I don't know. It could be any of that. He's like, well, maybe she is like, well, what was she wearing, right? And I was like, she just had on red top, sweatpants.
Mm.
Like it was all good. And she wasn't dressed up. I said, oh, you look really nice today. That's what I told her. I said, oh, you look really nice today. Mind you, her makeup
Mm-hmm.
always great. So like I
Okay.
was
A
looking at
P.
her makeup. I wasn't looking at anything else.
Yeah.
I just said, because really, if you want the real feeling I saw,
Yeah.
I was like, sweatpants, okay, red, whatever. Face,
To the
nice.
gods.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh. I said, oh, you look really nice today. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Now, here's the issue at hand. I operate in Discords,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm very much aware of the catty and bullshit that people will do. So, if for some magic reason people are talking about me,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have decided that once I've said this to you, that you're like, ew, that's part of what my brain goes to. So I'm like,
Mm.
you you and I never had a negative reaction or interaction. So like
Right.
what's happening here? So
Right.
but if it is the I wasn't feeling myself, whatever, a part of me was like, I just want to tell her like I hope she doesn't think I was being sarcastic. I hope she doesn't
Oh.
think because people will say like, oh, I can't really tell sometimes with you. Sometimes you really are sarcastic. I'm like, oh, all right. But if your response is that,
That's
then I don't know what
crazy.
to tell. Right? So
Yeah.
everything in me was feeling bad about
Oh.
this interaction that I was having with this person, and then I kept thinking to myself, who the fuck talks to people that way?
Right. Because you did nothing
So,
wrong. You gave her a compliment. But she looked nice
right?
today. Simple.
But I get it. You don't have to accept compliments,
No,
right?
you
Some
don't
people
have
can just,
to.
right? They can turn their head. They can feel however they want.
That's
Right?
weird,
You're
bro.
disgusted, but like this feeling of just
Yeah.
walk away.
Yeah, that
I was
she
like,
said that is wild.
it was the way it came off to me felt like I was hitting on her friend and I came to talk to her. And I'm like, but I know that's not the I know that's not the situation.
Right.
It's just what bothered me about it. The
Yeah.
feeling of somebody just coming out and just, especially when you're already in a good mood and somebody's just like, and
Pop
just
your little
does want to
balloon.
just,
Yeah.
right. I was like, all right, don't take it out on the kids. Don't take it out on the kids. Don't take it out on the kids. Right. Like, that's all I kept thinking. I was just like, don't take it out. Just don't fucking take it out on the kids.
Felt.
It's not the kids' fault.
Right.
It's not the fucking
They
kids'
did
fault.
nothing. They're just being kids. It's not their fault.
They're just fucking kids. It's fine.
Yes.
Pop quiz, niggas. I'm so goddamn. Like, it was. So.
Yeah, show you a thing or two.
All right. I'll tell you to walk away, goddamn it.
That's crazy.
That's what happened. And I was so not in a good mood that moment, after that day.
Damn.
Because it was after lunch and I only had one class left. So I was just already like, you test. So that's what happened Friday.
Wait, did you ever get to like the bottom of it, or that was just it?
I was out there doing
that would
car
bother
duty.
Me.
She was leaving to go to her car and she was on her phone.
Oh, that happened this past Friday. Oh shit!
2 days ago. So I legitimately want to go in Monday.
Yes.
And figure out what happened.
Cause what the fuck was that all about? And she wasn't like joking or nothing. She was like dead ass serious with the walk away.
But she's also like the way she said walk. Like she's also a person who can have a straight face and always walk around with this straight face. So like I can't read her in a situation. Okay. So if she was, if that was her, because literally she sat there like this is just interact it, like just do it for me, right? So you say,
walk away.
Hey, what's going right? Hi, no, don't even say the walk. I'll do the walk away part.
Okay.
Just so you can see how this went in my eyes.
Okay.
Right. So you give me the compliment.
Hey, you look nice today. Hello?
Just walk away. That's how. Right.
Clutching all of the pearls. Right. All of them. What?
I didn't.
That's
there's
so
no conversation.
Weird.
It's the first time I'm seeing her. Right. It's at 1:50 p.m. I don't know what the fuck happened. But every people pleaser in me was like,
is it something I did? Is it something I said? Did I piss her off?
I failed. Right.
Oh my God. I would be going through and playing through all of the different scenarios of how I fucked up and how this is going to go into a bigger problem. Oh my God.
Because before all of that, I literally went across the hall to go talk to another teacher. She was talking to me. We were having a conversation. I went to the next teacher, saw her, talked to her. Bell rings. I come out into the hallway. I see these two. I said, "What's up?" I turn. I see her. I said the whole interaction is what you saw.
Yeah.
And I had to walk back to my classroom to sit in that. So that's why I felt that way. So I legitimately do not like interactions like that, especially. But mind you, I will call it karma.
Why?
I will call it karma because I don't think I've ever really had this in depth of a conversation with you, but I do believe that karma is so real.
Me too. It is. Yes.
Because a lot of my relationship things have been passed into another relationship, and I go, I understand. Right. I know. This is why we always do this, and I go, this happened. And I understand it was wrong, but now I have to experience it from that perspective. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't have to. You can just let me hear about it from somebody else's perspective. I don't have to go through it.
Right. I will understand the same way. I promise.
Right. You made me a smart person. Let us not have to trial by fire every time something bad happens. So, that same day, mind you, we started new classes So like it was the next semester. So
Mm-hmm.
I started with a new set of general music kids.
Okay,
There's a
gotcha.
kid who comes in, who always wants to be like, come up and dap me up and everything like that. But he then tries to like joan on me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be like, you can't fix your mouth to joan when you have a flat top.
Oh.
So I'll toss it up every time, like these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers, right? So that morning, when I'm getting ready to go to my post, he's coming walking towards me, and he goes, "Hey," right, and tries to give me a hand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm legitimately tying my do rag so I can put my hat on, because where we are, we have to watch the entrance for all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to be cold. So I'm putting my do rag on. He comes in and he tries to dab me up. I said, "Never touch me," and I just. I said, never. I said, never touch me. And walked past him. And I was like, could he have been feeling the same way that I feel now about that situation? And now that
Damn, karma worked
I'm
fast that day.
fat,
God damn, that was
bro.
all the same day.
4 hours later.
God damn.
That was 9 in the morning. And then 1:50 come around and she's like, hey, remember how you treated that kid? He probably felt the same. What?
Yeah.
I've No. He came into the class. He thought he was going to run the class. No. He
Right.
came in. We did a whole activity. He thought he was going to run the class. I said, you know what? I might be mixing. You know what? I'm mixing it. Am I mixing it up? No, it was Friday. No, it was definitely Friday. That definitely happened on Friday. No. So that's exactly what happened.
Goddamn, 47. That's hilarious. You know, Karma usually like to take her time. She'll spend the block when she get,
Yeah.
same day. She was on the mission.
Same.
You was at the top of
Same
the
day.
priority list.
And
Good Lord.
and
That's
and
hilarious.
I.
Never touch
It's
me.
that negative. Never touch me. I was already having such a day because I was trying to get onto the highway and they were doing the most. And this guy purposefully would not let me over. Like, I
Oh, I
understand.
hate that.
Yeah, yeah. But I was on the phone, and this is also part of the story, is
Mm-hmm.
thinking about how I'm merging. You're just doing this
Asshole.
everything, like, this asshole, right? And
Yeah.
because we play video games all the time, everything in my system is just
Brother.
like, just
Mm-hmm.
if I had to pay insurance, if I didn't have to pay this, oh goddamn, if people didn't have that, I'd have.
Don't let
And
me
you'd have
get
been
a
like,
bag. Because I'm.
and then we would have got to.
Don't let me get a bag. Because that logic, out the window. What you say? Bitch, I'm getting in this bitch.
I'd look at the drink and said, worth it.
Okay?
I'd have leaned in and said, worth it. And it would have
That
been no
shit
problem.
pisses me off.
I hate a motherfucker that sit there and want to do that. And so everything was like,
Try your patience.
it's not worth it, bro. And I just literally hit the brakes and got behind him.
Just an asshole. And you be so in a rush
And
to
he,
go nowhere. Like, relax.
nowhere. And I know that if I tail them and then they hit their brakes, it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, none of this is logical, bro. And I kept saying to myself, it's not worth it because if we both get out this car,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to jail for way longer.
Facts.
I'm going to jail for way longer. So I said,
Yeah.
fuck all of that. It's
Especially
not
these
worth
days.
it.
No, it's not. Too much to lose. Too much to do, too much to lose. But
way
yeah,
too much to lose.
in the moment, it's like, what to do? I understand.
In that moment, it's like, I'm not going to look over because if I look over.
Oh, I always look. I'm lasering in it.
Because then I'm going to definitely do it. Because I'm going to see that motherfucker's face. And they're just going to be some type of dick. There's just gonna be some type of asshole that's like, I don't have to let you over. You know, it's not a law that I have to let you merge. Let me go home and poorly fuck my wife. Like, I don't want to fucking deal with this. But like, I'm not tolerating the negative energy. So I'm like, all right, cool.
That
Getting.
You remember the parking lot story? Yeah, I feel you.
Mm.
I understand. Like, people are disrespectful.
They're
and
so...
it's just unnecessary. This is really not, like, me getting in front of you is not going to be the end all of your life. Because that's happened to me, to all of us, so many times. Just let people over. And I always try to be the person to let people over because I hate when it happens to me. And somebody's just inching up to go out of their way to make sure I can't get over. Like, and I don't care if you're in a turning lane and you're trying to get over. Maybe you're not from around here. Maybe you didn't know that this was a turning lane and it's going this way. Maybe you didn't know. It doesn't matter to me. You could get over.
The one time that I won't let somebody over is when I know you're doing some foul shit.
Like what?
And you can know when somebody's doing some foul shit. Let's take an instance. The exit is on the right side.
Okay.
There's 2 lanes going up.
Yes.
You see that none of us are fucking moving. Why would you try to get to the last perimeter fucking point
and then
of merging and try to get over so you can beat everybody else into fucking traffic?
Fuck that guy. Yeah, I agree with you there.
That
fuck
person
that
is a fuck
asshole.
The other one, it's still goddamn traffic. And now you got your hazards on riding up the fucking side of the road.
You know, like the what's it called? The shoulder?
Yes.
You know, that doesn't bother me too much.
This is the last episode of the History Podcast. I don't understand how that doesn't fucking... How does that not bother you? How does it not bother you?
Because, again, I'm just like your coworker. I'm the benefit of the doubt person. I don't know what's going on in that car. I don't know if it's an emergency. I don't know if they have to pee. I don't know what's going on in there. And whether they just want to get home just to get home, whatever reason, it's not my business. That actually doesn't bother me. It doesn't. It used to, but it doesn't anymore. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a long time ago, I was in a car with my mom, and I think I had like a nosebleed or something was wrong with me. And, you know, as mothers do, she was like kind of panicked, but try to keep it cool and just hurry up and get off the exit. So, you know, she could figure out what was going on with me, get that situated, and go from there. So she's in the shoulder and she's driving. This mother was a fucking minivan. I'll never forget it because it pissed me off so fucking bad. Mind your fucking business. Pulls over into the shoulder to block us.
I want... Not all heroes wear capes. I wanted to be that superhero so many goddamn times.
Bro, mind your fucking... I don't... Are you a cop?
If I have to be in traffic, we all have to be in traffic.
Are you like, no, let a cop pull us over. Who the fuck are you? Bro, that shit...
Citizen's arrest. It's a citizen's arrest.
That shit pissed me off so bad.
As it should. It should piss you off when you're like, we gotta go figure out what's wrong with my baby, and somebody's just like,
not on my watch.
Like,
because now we all finna go to the hospital.
Ma'am, now you know that is not legal. And you're like, it's not legal for motorcycles to motherfucking swerve through traffic
they be
either.
getting it too. I be like, yes,
but
please
they be doing
safe.
That, and you don't never clip none of them niggas.
Hell, not right.
Because then you go into jail for vehicular manslaughter.
Okay. That's big numbers.
Okay, so I understand it, but I have to preface the fact, and now it's totally post, but I don't give a fuck.
Preface.
I have to preface the fact that when I have to preface, right? Addendum.
Okay.
What I have to deal with is when I see a person do it, and I go, all right, well, how long are they gonna do this shit for? Because the shit I saw most recently was we have an exit where the road is closed, and so the exit doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And the car drove and saw the road was closed off that side. Ooh. So then they hopped into the lane.
And hop back over?
No. And that's why I say it's bullshit. Because if it was a real goddamn emergency,
they would have hopped back over.
You'd have hopped back over and kept going.
Yeah.
You got the fuck back over here because you're like,
this is good enough.
I'm done playing with the devil. All right, here we go.
I don't think I'll follow the law now.
Yeah. This is a good time to obey.
Yeah, I think
so.
This feels about right. Appropriate time.
Yeah.
We got to do an episode of all of our traffic horror stories. So I have one when I was with Manson Giggles, and this dude tried to run us off the road, and as soon as that man hopped out the car, all the problems were solved. This is what I say. I told him that when that parking lot thing happened with me, I said, I really wish I was your size.
Yeah. Because a lot of people shut the fuck up.
The shit changes when he gets out the car. So, but I have so many stories from like when I was younger. We got to do a whole episode of just traffic horror stories.
Yeah. I got a couple. No, it's nothing too crazy, but I definitely got a couple.
Yeah, I've got not my finest hour. It's usually me just with road rage. Not my finest hour, but I was younger.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you were younger. That's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of road rage, so did you hear about the lady who is she officially suing Lyft now?
Suing. Has a lawyer, has done press conference. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, Miss Dank.
She's suing Miss... first of all, you gave me this information. You take it away, because I'm so sick now.
No, I just... No, go for it. Whatever you're going to say, I'll just piggyback off of what you got.
That's fine. Lady is suing Lyft because a driver... discriminated against her and said that they would not be able to pick her up because she was overweight.
Yes.
Now, as a large fellow, I do understand that you have to operate in this world a lot differently than others. But you ordered a Lyft and you're 554 pounds.
Yes.
It's one of those things where, like, you know how, like, oh, we can say it because we black, so we can say the N-word.
Right.
I can tell fat jokes
because
I'm literally fat.
Same, right. And we're going in.
Right. I'm not falling and can't get up fat.
No.
Right? I ain't rolling. But right now, the joke's finna roll.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Lift your spirits up.
She needs us. Oh, God, I'm trying not to go to jail on some shit that I'm trying to get it together.
I'm crying.
Ma'am, maybe I'm missing this story. Maybe there's something I missed. Did they call you names?
I'm finna...
Tonight on the Edge...
Jesus, that's loud. I am going to play this video from Fox 2. It's 3 minutes long. We're gonna skip through it because it's mainly just it's mainly just them talking about it. But she actually recorded the interaction with her and the Lyft driver. Lyft driver was not being an asshole at all. All right, let's
Detroit rapper is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox 2's Jessica Dubnak is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica. Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
I went to her
Deja
Instagram, and somebody, she Googled her name because her name is Dank DeMoss, right?
Yeah, like what's her real name? I know that ain't her
So
name.
she Googled Dank DeMoss' real name, and the AI said Dank DeMoss's real name is Willie Brewer. And she goes, "Who the fuck is Willie?"
Right.
Nah, her real name is Deja Blanding.
Much better name than Dank DeMoss.
I mean, yeah. I mean, way better. And then all these posts are just hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
Landing tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
Believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car.
baby
And I
girl, you're
can't
not
even-
an average big person. Like you're not. It's not. The driver was very polite. He was just like, "Hey, you're not gonna be able to fit in here." And then the only reason I feel like that he even went into the whole tire thing is because she kept pressing the issue. So he was like, "Well, let me give you like, he's like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like my tires is already, not good." And so, so it was just like the only reason why he said that is because you kept pressing the issue, and like you're not an average size big person. You're just not, and that's not okay for
No,
you to try
you're
to
not.
come after this dude. And I think he got fired from Lyft. That's okay. You could do Uber, but like
Yeah.
this is
Because Lyft
this
doesn't have
man's
an XL
car.
program.
Huh? Lyft?
All right, let me.
I don't know. I know
I guess it's
Uber
just
has
Lyft.
like almost. You know what? No, Lyft has like SUVs and like other larger options. Because what if you have like a bigger party? So yeah, she had a bigger party, and she should have went. She should have got a bigger vehicle.
party.
I like this is this man's car. This is his vehicle. When you do these like Lyft or Ubers, you're like independent contractor, whoop de whoop de whoop, yada yada yada. That's his shit.
Yeah.
If something were to happen to his shit, you weren't finna pay for it. So he pulls up, he sees you, he knows his vehicle better than you do. So if he's like, you're not gonna fit, you're not gonna fucking fit. Now I feel like he should have just canceled it and kept it moving. He didn't owe her any explanations. I feel like the fact that he provided an explanation is what kind of got him caught up. And then Lyft is going to come back and like, we don't agree with any type of, what's the word? Start with a D. I can't think of it.
Discrimination.
Discrimination. Yes. Like,
Yeah.
he was looking out for his car. I'm team Lyft driver for this one because she's bugging out.
Man. Shawty, literally. How? Like, I guess the best move would have been to just literally get in your car and drive up, see that, and go no. Because you know what I would have said the same thing too if he was 7 feet tall trying to get in your car.
Yeah.
My vehicle can't accommodate you, sir.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
That just is what it is. Like, it's not going to work out. And he wasn't mean about it. He wasn't calling her names about it. He sat there and tried to explain it to her. And then she's talking about how she had a best friend that has, like, a newer version of that vehicle. And it's just like, bro, what? You do good and
that's not-
goddamn well what kind of car was pulling up. You should have canceled it then.
Yeah, I think I've always been a person as a big guy. I've always been a person where I don't like getting into Ubers
Yeah.
in compact vehicles. Just straight
Yeah.
up. Like I understand like it can carry me, but like I also used to drive a Honda Accord. So like I don't like that feeling of being a big person in a compact car, just straight up like that. So, and that's height and size. So, when you decide that you want to get into this vehicle,
Right.
maybe
want
it's
to?
because she's so compact, she thinks that she can fit into all places,
Mm.
and truly she shouldn't.
No.
Because she definitely looks like she's carrying luggage with her everywhere she goes.
Right. And in her everyday life, like you said, you have to move differently as a bigger person. And granted, while we're not her size, like she is her size and she knows how big she is. So
I
I'm
don't think
just really,
she's 500 pounds. I don't think she's 500 pounds.
You don't think so?
This is why I don't think that.
You watch my 600-pound life?
No, that's not.
So I do.
Because
she looked like the people that's on the show.
She looks like the people. So she's. Because one website says 489, another one says
400 plus.
Either which way, I get it that she's big. I'm just
right.
I guess what I'm getting at to be that person is a lot of ladies don't look that big, and then you hear their number and you're like, so. And I guess that might be just because of like muscle mass on guys or whatever it is.
Carry it differently. Like,
yeah. So she carries it differently. Like, to me, if a plane can make you buy 2 seats,
right?
Make you buy 2 seats,
yes.
Or you have to get off the plane,
right?
Then unfortunately, this vehicle don't feel comfortable doing it.
Right, and I feel like she's really just trying to do a quick come up, and this is all for her benefit. Because if she's saying she was so embarrassed, it was between you and him. Now it's between you, him, and all of fucking America. Dumbass. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you was that embarrassed, we wouldn't even know about it. But you got your phone out and started recording like, oh, I got you now. It's what it's giving. That's what it's giving.
Well, it is, because who the fuck is she?
Exactly.
Somebody's got to find out who she is, and they're going to have to come and check her stuff out. And when they did, that's just another quick bag. Oh, you heard about me? I'm also a rapper.
Right.
Now you get to see what I rap about.
What's up, Fly Guy? Fly Guy said, my thing is that the driver was not even acting like a jerk. Exactly. He was being polite about it, and it's crazy the driver got fired for that. The woman is trying to do the most. I agree. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like she should have just ate that, took it to the chin, and just got another one. Like, I really feel like she saw dollar signs when that happened to her. I'm just like, bro, there's no way. You know what I feel like this is? Pun not intended. You know what I blame on this? I blame all the goddamn participation trophy awards, making everybody, coddling people. I blame that on this. I feel like you can start telling these little shits no. You need to tell them no. You're not entitled to shit. No more participation trophies.
I think what we have to take from this is we need to hear her rap. And if she can actually flow, then I'll make my decision on whether or not she's the problem.
All right, let's find out right now.
Because that's how I feel. Because I got a track from 7 years ago, but I don't think that's fair. Let's find something.
There's what? Oh, friend? She dropped one 2 days ago.
What's it called?
First Lady.
That's not it. Hold up.
January 30th, 2025. Dank DeMoss.
All right.
Dank DeMoss, First Lady, studio vlog shot by Block Films.
Oh, it's a vlog.
It's her rapping in it, though.
All right. That's fine.
All right. You're not a victim. 20% yapping. 20%. You know what? We will save the comments for later. We're going to watch it first, and then we'll get into these comments. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Big day for a big motherfucking reason, nigga. Hey. I ain't stressed about a fuck thing. Hold the torch in my lane. Can't fuck with my energy. This boss bitch gon' remain. I say the shit that I say. Nigga try doing the shit that I do. They tuned in to my interviews, but can't walk a mile in my boots. I done broke bread with most of these niggas. Still talk for big pretty bitches. If I fall now, then I fall forever. I'm Carissa strong, and that's different. God made me this way. I ain't gotta keep the picture y'all paint. Y'all praising me in my face. On the internet, not the same. It's me against the whole world. What the fuck niggas wanna do? Y'all keep it P, but I keep it G. I'm the realest bitch in this game. Can't then hoe fuck with me. I ain't gotta watch the shit that I say. If I make the fire, I put it out. But I put it out when I'm ready. Y'all hate me for being honest, but I did the shit y'all wouldn't do. Y'all mad at me or y'all mad at them? How y'all mad? I'm telling my truth. Can't believe my own city. Gave back when they wouldn't. I ain't look for no handout. Now y'all hands out, then I'm winning. I ain't done till I'm finished. Strong.
Hold on. I think we've heard all we need to hear for that. But she says, let's talk about me in the Lyft situation. Okay.
Are you cloud chasing?
I am the fucking clown. I've been doing this shit a long time.
Yeah, nobody's heard of you. Well, that was it. Okay, there's one from a year ago. Just talking. All right. No YouTube.
Yeah. Big thank for a big motherfucking reason, nigga.
What the hell is going on?
If doing it the most was a person. Now, I feel like them titties are supposed to be right there on the shirt, but I'm not a fashionista, so I wear hoodies most of my life.
I am the clout. I am the clout.
That's what she said, but mind you, nobody knew of her until this Lyft situation. Is that a boat? First of all, the beats, I feel like the beats be saving her, because the beats be fire. And I feel like that's really what is...
That's usually why most people get to rap for 7 years.
Yeah. I feel like she can't claim to have clout if nobody was aware of who she was before this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just so confused. Is she standing?
In that video, she was standing. She was standing up, friend. She
What the fuck is this, bro? Nah. Her fat ass needs to be in a van. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with this.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's
nah.
She knows what she's working with, and you really tried it.
Her and I both need large vehicles, so I can say whatever I want because I include myself in it. Her and I both need leg room. She and I both need to get the fuck out of small vehicles. Stop letting them no, I'm not gonna be nice about it. Stop, right? Like, I can't get mad at shit like that.
Right. This shit is just oof.
Companies because you can't fit.
Right.
I think it's more along the lines of if she had tried to force her way into the car and he was like, all right, fine. I mean, if you're not comfortable, I mean, that's up to you. Should have lost a few pounds. Like, then he'd be pulling at the wrong straws. But like that's all I can say is she tried to get a ride with Lyft and there wasn't a fork involved.
Oh, it was some forks involved.
Oh yeah, it's more like a spork involved. Anyways,
I like sporks.
And I can say that because I'm a big person.
I'm a big person. Back to you.
Back. Big back to you, Dank.
Yo,
it's just not no. And for every person, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see a bunch of podcasts talking about the same thing, and
Absolutely.
they all gonna feel the same way.
Because
Shorty,
she's in the
what?
fucking wrong.
This is a fucking come up. And you
It
know what?
is.
And we gonna be mad because we didn't think of doing something so low. That's what it is. We
I
didn't.
don't
We
know about
would
that
never.
part.
What's the equivalent of this in a situation where it made some type of logical,
Like
like
it made sense.
me suing, like yeah, like if I don't get to play the nigga that landed on the moon. Why? Because I'm black. I was like, it's the same reason why they won't let a white person play Martin Luther King. So at some point, it's like you
Yeah,
can
draw
get
a
mad
line.
at what you want to get mad at, right? But you
Yeah.
gotta draw the line. You absolutely gotta draw the line.
Hell
And
yeah.
you have to draw the line at the portions that you are eating so that you don't have this situation happen twice.
Not exactly. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like yeah, it's really just a come up, you know? That's literally all it is. She gonna come up on clicks and views and follows, and I feel like she is of the mindset all promo is good promo.
Yeah, you can say all press. Yeah,
All press
all
is good
press is
press.
good press.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, because now they saying your name, dang. Now they know now they know who you is, dang.
Right.
Give me the
Right.
stats that shows. Matter of fact, we don't even need that. First off, 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's step one. All right. The Fox 2 Detroit video from 5 days ago has 85,000 views. Her audio video from 8 months ago has 774 views. So, like, we're not.
It's a way to go back and see how many they had before a certain date.
Right?
I don't know how to do it, but I know there's a way to do it. Because internet.
There's a. Oh, God. I don't even know what I'm looking at. There's a video from one of her. And I don't want to take nothing from her except money. But the problem I have is, yes, Dank DeMoss probably been rapping for over 10 years, right?
Yeah, probably a while, yeah.
Right? Got locked in with CD Baby and had their albums and mixtapes pushed out into YouTube atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own YouTube channel devoted to their artists. They probably have all that stuff going for them because somebody put the money towards all of that.
Right.
But nobody fucking cares. And nobody's going to start listening to your shit
From
now.
this. Right.
Like, I get it. And you got to go through a lot. She did interviews, months ago. She's been on things. But it's Detroit rappers, right?
Yeah.
Like, no shade to Detroit. But there's not a lot of you that are famous. Just like there's not a lot of DC rappers that are famous. There's not enough of y'all for us to be like, oh, well, there's so many of y'all, then y'all should have just been able to like rap and get out of the slums, do it. Like,
right.
Right. Your talent is what your talent is. So it feels like you're trying to do this in order to make a name for yourself.
Right.
So
people who say they are the clout are rarely the clout.
Yeah.
Also that. But to pivot to a couple of people that have a lot of clout, I heard a bunch of it. And they are also getting backlash. So January.
Fuck one of them.
You said what?
I said fuck one of them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
January, what was it, 20th? New president was sworn in. Hoorah, right?
Yeah, an oldie.
Definitely not a goodie.
Yeah, not a goodie.
So,
yeah.
When these things go down, it's a whole spectacle. It's a whole hoorah. So, at this inauguration, there were some performances. And some names that performed. What's her name? Carrie Underwood. She performed, I think.
Carrie
I
Underwood
dug
performed?
my key. Yeah, her. She performed. I'm pretty sure
She still makes
performed.
music?
No, she probably just sang that song.
Oh my god.
And yeah, she was there. She performed America the Beautiful at,
That makes sense.
acapella.
Never mind.
So she was there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now she got pipes.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, that's American Idol, baby.
Okay, she can sing now. So she was there. She performed, and Nelly was there. He performed. And I think the most shocking one of all was Mr. Snoop D-O-double-G. He performed.
Calvin Brothers performed?
At the inauguration. You said what?
I said Calvin Brothers performed?
Not the government. Do you know there are people... TikTok is a crazy place. Okay. We're going to do a whole episode on the TikTok ban. That's coming later. But...
Oh, thank God.
There are people that are alive that did not know his real name. And I was just like, we
can ask our friend group, and I'm sure that they don't know.
You think so?
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe I don't feel so old.
I didn't say that now.
So, Snoop performed. He performed at the inauguration, and I am looking up. Here it is. Is this it?
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, the first time that Trump was sworn into office, Snoop had a lot to say about the people that decided to perform at said inauguration. I'm finna pull it up.
Yep. He let the jaws loose on that one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. That was what, 2016, right?
Mm-hmm. It would technically be a 2017 inauguration.
2017. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is this it? Let me see if this is the one. Let's see. Sheesh. What?
Which one of you jigaboo ass gonna be the first one to do it?
Yes, one part of what he said. Here we go.
For Donald Trump. So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom ass for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first? I's the one that performs for himself.
So that is Snoop Dogg back in...
Whoa, jump scare. So that's what he had to say. That's what he had to say.
Uh-huh.
And then
I just gotta know what his most recent nonsense gotta be to that.
Oh, you don't say.
For all the hate, I'ma answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much.
Snoop Dogg was defiant as he appeared to respond to critics of his performance, celebrating President Donald Trump's inauguration.
He pretty much said, "Bucka, I got a bag."
Yeah. Get your life right. Stop worrying about mine.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool. I'm together. Still a black man. Still 100% black. Yeah. Get your life.
That's such a weird response. That's after all of that. The energy is so different. This is what we mean by keep that same energy. That energy, all that rah shit he was talking beforehand. I'm gonna do a side. We're gonna mute it, and we're gonna do a side by side because crazy. We're gonna go ahead and mute that, and we're gonna go ahead and mute that, and we're just gonna run it back. Cause the energy is not even the same. It's not even the same. He got his little lip curled up. It's not giving the same energy. You was talking cash shit. And now that you've done it, it's cool. You still black. We should mind our business. Sir Snoop. That's not how that shit work. That's not how that shit work. You playing in people's faces. Get your life right, sir.
Because if he wanted to perform it, I'll put it like this. I'll say it like this. Because as a person who has performed at Obama's second inauguration.
Come on, you got a flex friend? That's my friend. That's my friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As a person who's performed at the inauguration, there is nothing that says that you have to take your phone out and make a stance on whether people should perform or not. So, Calvin, you came out of your mouth and besmirched anybody who decided that they were going to try to get it back. That's what you did.
Right.
You opened your mouth and said, people shouldn't be doing this. Which one of you coons are going for it, right? That's what you did.
Right.
Now, people are saying the same thing to you about you.
Right.
And your response is, love. I can't hit nothing. All I hear is cash money, baby.
Criticize.
I'll put it to you in the nicest way possible. As a person who has a job in the public atmosphere, right? It rhymes with soon.
Smart.
Because you know what? I ain't got a problem with Nelly doing it. Because you know why? Because he did it for a bag. And he never came out and said jack shit about people performing for that guy.
Right.
If people are setting up a situation and they want him to perform and they come out and say, we want Nelly to perform country grammar. Nelly goes, I'm going down, baby. Give me the check.
Okay, all right.
That's fine. But if he said out of his St. Louis lip, that he came out here and said, any of y'all come out here and rap for this, y'all might as well just make sure you got a seat at the house. Right. You get shucking and jiving, right?
Right.
And then turn around and shuck and jive.
Like, what? And then get mad when people have something to say about it. Because you had so much to say.
The first time around. To say.
You know what I would have respected? What, the first time?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Because he looked like he was someplace. He had on like a suit. But I would have respected if he would have been like, you know what? I stand by what I said at that point, but all of these years later, I have a different perspective. I have a different point of view. I've changed, and now I think and feel differently. Cool. If that's the case, let that be the case. But you talk about so we should mind our business. The fuck you mean we should mind our business?
Square up, Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin.
Mind my business. Yeah, because that's who he is now.
Yeah,
no
facts.
Lion. It ain't no Snoop Diggity.
No Snoop.
It ain't Snoop nothing. Not Uncle Snoop. It's not because you the only girl I know that you is. It's none of that. It's not sexual seduction.
None of that.
It's none of that. It is Calvin.
Straight up.
And listen. And I don't care how much older you are, who you met across the world, the amount of money that you donated, you are a public figure. And your public persona is now at jeopardy because now who gonna fuck with you at the cookout? You know what people are gonna say?
What?
And the people of real power are gonna truly say in that situation? Until it hurt his pocket, why the fuck would it matter?
Right. Because that's the reality of it. But you know what? I know you're not into, astrology and stuff, But he is a
And
Libra,
not.
so this is right on brand. Respectfully. Shout out to all the Libras.
All right, moving on, because there's that didn't make any sense.
So Libras, they have their scale. And so Libras often seem that they are flip-flopping and here, and they're on both sides of the fence. They're in the middle to try to be new. Yeah. So this seems right on brand.
Sounds like a Gemini, but you know.
Shut up.
I'm just all right. Well,
but you know what? People are being like, Pac was right about him. I don't know what Pac said about Snoop. I have no idea what he said, any like negative thing about him. They were like, yeah, Pac was right about Snoop. What does that mean? I don't know what he said.
I feel like people would just say anything at this point.
People, yeah.
To just besmirch him, but I also like it. I like the idea of somebody saying
starting
that shit.
Yeah.
Pac was right. I'm just gonna type it in. Pac was right about Snoop. And then the first thing that's gonna pop up, it says, is a statement that suggests Tupac had a correct opinion about Snoop. No shit, dumbass.
Goddamn.
I guess they're saying Tupac thought that he was a snake.
Oh. I mean, Snoop really do be doing anything, so who knows? Who freaking knows?
I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm gonna look like I'm going backwards on this whole situation, but I don't hold Snoop to a high level to give a fuck.
I feel that. No, I feel that.
Because unless you started rattling off all the patronage that he's done and all the things like that, Snoop is still a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking care. He's a rapper. Like, that's like, I can't put my head down to that.
I get that. No, that makes sense.
Like, if one of our world leaders turned around and said nobody should be doing any of these things, I'd be like, all right, cool. You shouldn't be in charge, motherfucker. Right. But like, you about to rap a song from 12 years ago or more. Who fucking cares?
Valid.
Name Snoop's most recent song.
Valid. You know what? It's probably a children's song. Because he's doing that now. But no, that's valid.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel you. Both things can be true. Both opinions are valid.
Yes.
Here, heavy on who cares. I don't put anything past these celebrities. And I love where I assume we're all headed as the general public, as a community, if you will. We're like slowly backing away from like giving a fuck about celebrities. I love that.
I love that so much.
Love that so much. So yeah, like at the end of the day,
it's so necessary.
It is because it got out of hand. So I'm very happy for that. So yeah, I get what you're saying. In the same token, like, who cares? He is a celebrity. I don't put anything past these celebrities, these rappers, these entertainers. Y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do. Like, it is what it is. We're just pinions to y'all. We're pawns to y'all. So none of this shit matters. Right. None of it. None of it. But you know what? Karma is real. And I hope we have front row seats to all of it.
I'm not even gonna wish that negativity. All I know
it's not negativity. It is
comeuppance.
What would you, because I don't think karma is negative. I feel like it is setting things right. What is indemnify?
Equilibrium.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I just want to witness that. That's all. It's not nothing negative about it.
You just want to witness the yin
and the yang.
Just and the yang.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, we got. I feel like it's so wrong and also not wrong at all, and I just
it's
don't
not because you said he's a snake and it is the year of the snake. Yes, friend. Side note, I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you know what your Chinese zodiac is?
Monkey.
Oh, look at you. Okay, friend.
And you know how I know?
How do you know?
Many years ago,
Now that's a problem.
I said, many years ago, I was sitting at a Chinese restaurant and they had one of those mats that showed all the years.
Okay.
And I remember that. Yeah.
I love that.
You knew mine?
No, I didn't know yours. I was gonna look it up.
I was gonna say. I was like, you said you knew. I was like, knew what?
No, I assumed that you did not know.
You did not know
because you're not into that stuff. So that's why I assumed.
Oh, that's different. I believe in the.
No, Chinese. I'm all in.
Just imagine I go, hey, zodiac signs, fuck all that. The year of the rat.
Oh,
very, very much knew that.
Talk about that all day. I'm crying.
Is it 12? Is that 12? Is that based on a 12 animal cycle too?
It's based on the year you were born.
No, I know, but I mean, is the rotation 12 years?
I believe so. Yes, it is 12 years. Yes.
That's hilarious.
That's funny as a bitch.
I'd have sat there and went, I don't know about all this Capricorn, Sagittarius, but when it's the year of the snake,
okay,
I'm fully aware. That just set it off. So I'm here for it.
Hey, when it's the year of the pig, y'all know something. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
You know something.
That's hilarious. You know what snakes? Where they also be at?
Where? I'm gonna let it ride too. Where do snakes also be at?
On the plane.
Ah.
Snakes be on a motherfucking plane. You know,
I have no plans on flying anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
I was going to. This year I was going to be like, I am going to put on my big girl pants and I'm going to get on a plane. Because I got a double wide and I rode the plane. Rode the plane.
Friend, have you never been on a plane?
I've never been on a plane. It just like the opportunity, of course, has presented itself. And I've always gone with the option of driving, either out of convenience or it being more affordable or quicker or what have you. I've always decided to drive. Always went that route. So this year, I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm finna get on a plane this year. I'm gonna do it. Planes are safe. You know, they say it's safer than being on the road. Yada yada yada. Cool. This year, I'm getting on a plane this year. And then also, Final Destination did not help. Yeah. So I just haven't been on planes.
This is a dark night.
Like I didn't have a fear of planes. I just always went a different route when it came to planes. Or maybe I had a low key. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I definitely do now. Because not only was that horrific plane crash in DC, there was another one in Philly, which actually looked like a missile. And then, friend, I don't know if you believe in signs or coincidences or what. The third one was in Houston. It's United Airway. It didn't even get off the tarmac. Burst into flames. Yeah. In Houston. I said, oh, God, hear you loud and clear. I'm going to just drive. I'm going to take another way. Because that is crazy. It is insane. Mm-hmm. The amount of plane incidents that are happening back to back to back. I don't feel like that is an accident. I don't, like, for it to happen all of a sudden, so close to each other, seems very deliberate, seems very pushing an agenda. It don't seem right. And I don't know if maybe I'm cynical, if it's the conspiracy theorist in me or what. It does not make sense. People are losing their lives, and for what? For what reason? And then that shit in Philly, if you haven't seen it, I will pull it up. It does not look like no plane going down.
Well, friend, it's very clear what's happening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. President Trump said it's DEI.
Oh, facts.
He's blaming it on black people.
What is it, the braids?
What is it? All right, they're getting into the tailpipe. Here's what I'm trying to figure out.
Tailpipe is crazy.
The amount of airplane incidences is so few that to have 3 of them happen
Right.
feel like an agenda, and I do agree with you on that.
Yes.
I do thoroughly agree. It feels like an agenda. Just like a certain CEO's murder.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy, all you want.
We have enough space. Come on over, friend.
But
Come
it
on.
feels like people are making plot points. Just like how we have assassination attempts.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Just like how we have TikTok falling apart.
Oh, I can't wait to get into that shit.
But I just think, generally speaking, that for you to have 3 in 3 different places, somebody's doing something.
Yes.
And I think the problem is that we watch too many movies.
Yes.
So this feels like a plot point.
Yes.
Where somebody could be like, all right, cool. We're going to take over this one. You go do this over here. You make this one happen over here. It should stir some things up.
Right.
And then what you're going to start saying is, we are anonymous. We control everything that's happening on the internet. And then you're going to have to experience somebody coming through and thoroughly telling you that they have been making these planes fall. How will I ever? How will I ever? Jeez.
We live in Gotham. This is what it feels like to be a Gotham resident. This is it. But we don't have no goddamn Batman. All we have is a city full of Jokers. We're fucked.
Damn. Bars.
Bars.
You rap it a little bit better than Dank.
Hey, yo, I got a whole song. It's kind of a bop.
Oh, damn. Hey, that's actually true. She do have a whole song.
And that shit was for Play.
Right. Busting their ass.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about I do not want to talk about GTARP. I do not want to talk about GTARP.
We don't have to talk about it, Fred.
You know what? I do. Because I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Where are they now?
You don't know what to say. I don't know.
Who said that shit? Jay-Z said it very clearly that if you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. So where the fuck are they now? In the dungeon with every other one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was a moment.
When y'all took it to a level where niggas could not handle it, I'm gonna tell you, this is the rise and fall of every single one of those RPs.
Yeah.
Is that you gave middle class to poor ass niggas power in one way that they could possibly have power. And they took it and ran with it, and that's why a lot of businesses fail.
Yes.
It's because when you give somebody power, they don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Right.
And that shit falls apart.
With great power.
Yes. I'm going to say this, and I know this is so completely off track, but
I'm here for it.
All this podcast truly is you getting to witness our friendship with a camera on. So,
legit.
I really don't give a fuck.
At all.
A guy got up and said the reason why black businesses fail all the time.
Was he white?
No, he's black.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I hear white people be like, black people do this. Mind your fucking business.
But they're the ones with the businesses. Anyways.
So are we.
So they said a lot of black businesses fail because they don't go about business acumen correctly.
Okay.
And and mind you, a lot of people go to business school and they'll go and get businesses, and those people will have their brownstones and they'll make things happen.
Yes.
And they follow that thing and they make it happen.
Yes.
And sometimes the market is the market. But there are some people who don't have that, who have TikTok shops, who have all types of shit. They make products, they make certain things. One, they don't follow through.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Yes.
And two, they're trying to say that, let's take a place like Target. Target makes this t-shirt that says drip on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll sell it to you for $20.
Right.
And then they'll turn around and go, we're going to sell a very similar t-shirt for $35. And Target will say, that's what you want to do? That's what you want to do. The consumer will say, why the fuck would I buy it from you for 35 if Target's got it for 20?
Right.
Well, you got to support black businesses, right? So like that's step one. The other thing they'll do is they'll say, well, Target is charging $20, but they're only spending 10 to make it.
To make it, right.
Target can do that.
Right.
Because they're Target.
Right. They can afford it. They can do, they are Target.
If Target wanted to take a shirt that cost them $10 and sell it for $12, they could do that.
They could do that too, yeah.
Because they know that everybody will buy this shirt and the margin will work. People who ain't got a fucking name want to spend 10 and make 20.
It's not gonna work like that.
Want to double their money all the time just to see the profit. And the reason why it's a profit margin and not called doubling up is because you have to make sure that you see money in return. Right. So when you do make something like a lemonade stand, you should make sure that the cost of lemon, sugar, and water doesn't break you enough.
Right.
To then when you sell it, that you know people are going to buy it. If you don't know those steps, you going to go out and sell something like Ghetto Gastro Bop Tarts, right?
Right.
And everybody on the internet get mad. Why are you making these black ass Pop Tarts? Why are you going out here? You sitting there, right, making it all ghetto and whatnot, and you go, but so here's the cost of your Pop Tarts. They're like $2 more, or whatever the price was, whatever the fucking price was. But we got it associated with Target. We got them on the same shelves as Pop Tarts. We had people going do all this stuff. This was the contract we sold. We got a name to it. People bought it. People liked it. They went and they did it. And that's how businesses are created. So I hate when people do shit like that and they go, we got to make twice as much. We got to make twice as much. And then what happens? It fails. And then when people talk about it, yeah, people wasn't really feeling it. I'm feeling a lot of things.
Right.
That's why Pink Sauce didn't go no fucking where.
Yeah, she heard, I don't know if it was a business model, what you would call it, but a lack of, there was a lot she was lacking. And then there's a thing, if you're going to be, you have a business, if you're the face of that business, you need to learn how to interact with customers, potential customers, disgruntled customers. You have to have a customer service aspect and skill. If you're going to be the face, you have to have that. If you're going to be in the background and somebody else is the face, they have to have that. Whoever is the customer facing person has to be able to have customer service skills and good customer relation skills. It is a necessity to business. The pink lady, the pink sauce lady, she didn't she didn't have that. She did not have that. The way she was responding to people was crazy. Like, I understand being sensitive about your stuff and, but you have to take emotions out of business. You really do. And as a future business owner, period, I'll see y'all next year or sooner.
Yes.
But
or sooner.
But like you really have to take the emotions out of it. And for me, like in the beginning, it was very difficult. Because while I don't have a full-fledged business, I do have clients that I work with. And sometimes they get on my goddamn nerves.
That part.
But what I don't do is share those frustrations with them.
Right.
I calm the fuck down and respond appropriately. And I'm grateful that I did work in customer service for as long as I did, because I do have those skills and I know how to navigate that shit. For somebody that has never worked in a call center, in retail, oh, that is a tough lesson to learn. In the service industry, it's a tough lesson to learn. Dealing with people is hard because people suck sometimes. People are entitled sometimes, and sometimes they just don't know shit. They don't know what they don't know. And as the person that is interacting and doing the things, like you kind of, that's something you have to learn. It's hard to learn. It is frustrating to learn, but it is a requirement. You have to do that. If you want your business to have a chance to be successful, that's the easiest part. The easiest part to do is learn how to talk to your people. Some shit go wrong, correct it. Figure out the best way to correct it. Running the social media is not always the best answer. It's really not.
It's not.
And people do that way too much.
It really isn't. And I'm going to tell you, the other thing is, the disgruntled employees, disgruntled customers,
yeah.
They come in with this entitlement because they're like, my dollar makes or breaks whether you have the lights on today, right?
Right.
Like, they walk around as if while they're talking to you, they're waving their wallet like this. They're like, okay, so
what are you gonna do for me? You gonna jump for it?
You said that these were gonna be here when I needed them to, or else, right? I was like, I never said that. And you're like, I'm sorry, I'm not satisfied. This is money you're losing, right? So they'll wave that in front of you all the time. Now, social media allows you to be that asshole all the time if you don't like something, but you can't respond that way because if you don't have customer service, you gonna fucking fail. We could have an entire episode just on customer service.
Oh, we should,
because I worked at a parking garage.
Oh, God bless.
And it was in a particular area where people either really didn't have money, but they came out here anyways because it was tax refund time.
Tax refund time is the worst time to go outside.
Yeah, I'm spending my money online. Or they were actually rich and they own businesses. They're like, I spent $20,000 a month for parking for all of my employees. And you're like, so you're getting ripped off, my guy.
Right. So sorry to hear that.
You need to open these gates. That's not how this works. That's not how this works.
Actually, don't.
So
yeah.
With
that scenario, when I'm dangling it, it's definitely an art to talk to them because you don't want to give them everything they want. You cannot do that. It's a fucking art. People are annoying. People are. They are. I've worked retail. I've worked retail during Black Friday. I've been a server in all types of establishments. I've worked call centers. Oh, I didn't see the runt of it. Sick of it. I think that's why I hate people now. I really, truly do feel like that's why I'm just so jaded. And my threshold for bullshit is at the bottom floor. Please miss me with that shit. And I really feel like it's because of all of the experiences I've had working with people. Jesus. But yeah, that's why it's gonna help me with my business. So,
yeah, it will. It ultimately will help you.
I'm very excited. I'm gonna show you something off when we get off this. I'll show you something.
Internet. When we get off the internet.
Yeah.
I got you. Now that to me, because also the customer service helped with me being a teacher and having to deal with parents.
Oh my God. Oh God, yes.
Yes, because my customer service also deals with.
Oh, that's a
parents.
Different type of shit. Oh, friend. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because it's one thing when it's people in their stuff, but when it's people in their kids, oh, yuck. I'd be drunk every day. There was this lady, because I like to watch body cam videos. There was this one lady. She was a teacher, and she was at school. She got in trouble for being drunk. I was like, yo, y'all ain't had to do her like that. I was on her side.
It was like the third day of school, wasn't it?
I don't care. Could have been the first day. She deserves to be drunk. Let that lady live.
All right. I mean, if she smelled like alcohol,
I think.
all right, whatever.
I don't remember how bad it was. I'd have to
It's
go
the
back
white
and
lady,
look.
right?
Yeah, the white
It was
lady.
the white lady.
Mm-hmm. I think her husband had to come get her or some shit. Or something. Or not come get her. She definitely went to jail.
The cops were definitely went to jail. No, but she definitely was tipping, right? And they asked her how much did she drink before, and she just said, "Oh,
it was like the
it
night
was the night before." Right.
That lie.
And then she came and they went and they grabbed her motherfucking tumbler and they went, "All right, here you go. You want to go ahead and try that again?"
Ooh.
Because I smelled this bitch right here, and I know rosé when I smell rosé.
Okay.
Like, so, yes, teachers. This is why they don't drug test teachers.
Good.
Because if you drug tested teachers, or you try to be like, "Oh,
have none."
Teachers, tell a teacher or a union of teachers that you are not allowed to drink alcohol.
Fuck out of my face.
And you would lose a shit ton of teachers.
70% gone out the window.
I tell you, one of my coworkers told me that there was a teacher outing that they had at another place. Teacher outing. They were all out partying, drinking. It was literally into the winter break. And a parent recorded them and sent it to
That's harassment.
higher ups.
That's fucking harassment. Sue that bitch.
That's what it should feel like.
It is her. It's
Nothing
harassment.
happened.
No, fuck that. Get a lawyer. Make her uncomfortable. No, because I'm off the clock.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Like,
That's harassment.
Like, I'm being recorded by a person who's doing the same thing. Fuck about it.
Can we talk about it?
They were literally partying and doing karaoke.
Having a good time.
You're harassing me, bro.
You're acting like I'm snorting coke off the table. Please calm down.
And if I was, as my coworker said, let the cops do their job.
Okay, let the police do what the police do.
Let the police do.
Jesus.
If the police didn't catch me,
who you think
it's
you
not your
are,
job
Roger
to catch me.
Rabbit? Like, relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand people like that. Oh, just the smugness of just the bitch.
Ew. Ew, that image was so rough. That image of you just and this is what I imagine it actually looked like, was somebody going like this and going, can't believe them. Just drinking.
Oh, what if they did one of these? Just one of those. Yeah.
Ew. First of all, if I ever get recorded by some goof like this, by holding it to your face, just being like,
I hope the damn recording stops. I hope the cheek hits the stop.
Right. And then you look at it and you're like, damn it, why is it on panorama?
Or like it flips and it's just showing the side of your face.
And when you go back to watch it, you're like, all right, cool, let's take a look. And it's just a black screen and you're like, damn. Well, and you're like talking to the superintendent, if you listen really carefully, you can hear Miss Johnson in the background and she's clearly sipping a mojito. Ma'am, I don't know how you got my home address. It's December 30th. Please get out of here.
It's people. Oh God, it just. Oh, okay. Walk with me here. The person that recorded them, when she saw them, she felt a slight sting in her heart. It hurt her to see a group of people out and about, outside of work, enjoying each other's company. She does not have that. And she also probably got picked on. It probably brought her right back to high school when she had to eat lunch alone. And she got mad. She's like, I'm going to do something about this. This is unacceptable. And she got her little phone and recorded it. Because what did you think? This was a PTA meeting? Bitch, this is Applebee's. Get you a Bahama Mama and chill out. What the fuck wrong with you? God, that's a miserable ass person to do that. Miserable.
The person that recorded them was a parent whose child was in one of the classes of the teachers.
I would assume so.
So they felt obligated.
For what? They weren't even at school.
I'd be fine with you recording and saying, look at these teachers drinking on the job. Or I could semi-understand you being like, well, school's out, or like it's a Friday, and every Friday we have like a after work picnic, and we're doing it at the back of the school or something like that, right?
Wait, they were on school grounds?
No. What I'm saying is, like, I could semi-understand you recording them and being like, they shouldn't be drinking anywhere in this school building, right? Like, I'd be like,
yeah, if it was, yes.
All right, you got me.
Sure.
And then the superintendent would be like, guys, next time you're having a teacher outing, just go out.
Just go out,
you
right.
know, just take it somewhere and go out.
Poor person, just
Right. But now the teachers took it out.
Right. Teachers in the wild.
And you're like, because it gives seeing animals doing a thing for the first time, and you're like, holy crap, I need my camera. It's a baby deer holding a giraffe. And you're like, no, you don't need to videotape this. This is creepy.
It is very creepy.
So.
I wonder if she even went up and like said, hey, anything. She's probably one of them parents that don't even be there.
I don't know.
Sick of her shit, bro.
I would have loved if she tried to invite herself into it. And she goes, hey, right? And
with a little drink?
Where it's like, oh my God.
See you here.
Oh my God.
What are you drinking?
Miss Taylor, what's happening? And
right.
Like, Kimmy's mom. Hey, how's it going?
And then y'all start to get professional.
We're just having a teacher's thing, right? Everybody's like shipping. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Reports.
Happy holidays.
And they're like, yeah. This is just like a teacher outing thing. Like, we all
something to wind down.
We booked this area to kind of
just a teacher thing for us.
Yeah. We just kind of let loose. It's been a long time. They're like,
yeah, Kimmy's doing great.
I was wondering if I could talk to you about how Kimmy's doing. I'm like, this is not really the time.
Yeah, it's not.
If there's a chance, we could like talk about this some other time.
I hit you up on Dojo.
Shots. And you're like,
yo, come get a shot. You're missing out.
And you want to catch this twerk real quick? It about to be. And you're doing all the most, and they're like, all right, we got to. And then she's like, did they just tell me no?
Imagine it was like a little room and they would just like close the door.
That's really
that fucking center.
That was the second one that I was about to do, right? The one where they're at the karaoke joints with the individual rooms. And they legitimately hit the closed door shit like the mafia.
All right.
And they're just like closed door and he just goes and she's like, and now she's peering up next to the glass and she's just trying to just doing the absolute most.
Oh my God, I hate people like that.
No matter what, it was too much and nobody got in trouble.
Good.
So you're a piece of shit.
Exactly. Wasting your time. I hope she finds joy in her life. I told you I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm really, I be talking to God about his people all the time. Cause we supposed to love each other or whatever, but these people get on my nerves. God, get your people, please. I am trying.
It's not my job to get my people. your job to see it through.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I tell you, if you're having conversations with God and they sound like the Bible, you're probably not talking to God.
You said they sound like the Bible? What do you mean?
Yeah, like if they sound all proper and put
Oh,
together,
yeah,
that's
no.
one thing. But I also know that God's not calling me a nigga.
No.
So when people start doing that little conversation, they're like, no. When people start talking about, see, when I talk to God, God be like, they can get it together. I be like,
God's not saying that. He didn't say that.
God didn't put on voice mod and just go block it up. Like, you're aware that God can speak to you in many different ways.
Yes.
He did not have to throw ebonics at you for you to understand.
Right. Like, what do we don't play in his face like that. Don't diminish him. He would not do no dumb shit like that. Please relax.
Or her face.
Or her face. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I am enjoying this journey, but I have so many questions, and so it's just like, and then it's like we're not supposed to lean on our own understanding, but I don't understand nothing. I'm just like,
what
who's
I don't
understanding?
Like I guess we can. I don't like that so much.
Yeah, that's been very confusing for me.
Am I not supposed to be of a learned nature? Am I not supposed to be knowledgeable? Am I not supposed to gain information? Why is it that you have trusted so many people to be the whisperers of the Bible, and then they turn out to be philanderers and money? Like, those are the things that come up all the time for me. That goes, I understand that you have this person who says that they interpret the word of God for you, but he's got too many houses. He can only live in one.
Right, and it's people that don't have any house. Give them one. Put a few of them in the big one. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's why I go directly to the source. I'm not a huge fan of church. I'm still trying to figure all of this out because, like, the Bible has been translated 1 billion times, and it's like a game of telephone. That's why I'd be like, did he say that? Because I feel like something y'all put in here.
Because it is something that they put in there, and you have to remember when they put it in there because it made sense for that
time.
And so
right?
That's why I have such a hard time with that too. And so I see where you're coming from. My girl goes to church. I do not go to church.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my personal relationship with God is one that needs its own tending.
Yes.
And
I agree.
Speaking of which, I've gotten into plants.
Plants? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about that.
It's
That's
a bit
cool.
of a thing. Yeah.
I like that.
But I do think it's something that you got to figure out for yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, I kind of stray away from those situations like that because I've had such bad interactions with church.
Yeah, I feel that.
And people using the word and doing all this stuff. So I would rather, friend, two things. One, I have decided to start this really small mini book club with one or two of my students. They want to read 1984, which is typically banned in schools. And I'd be like, hey, you can bring it to the band room. I don't care. But I would be okay with discussing the word with you.
Ditto. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm all for that. I would love that. Sign me up.
Big facts.
Type. But yeah, man, it feels good to be back. I miss doing this.
Yeah.
And we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to catch up on. Yeah, I feel like the whole TikTok ban definitely deserves its own another 12 hours. We'll get into that. Y'all make sure y'all let everybody know we back. Let everybody know 2025. Get Fresh crew coming to a podcast near you. You know what? I'm gonna say this. In 2026, we're gonna go live. I've seen other podcasts go on tour. We're going on tour in 2026.
That part. Maybe make me quit my job.
Okay? Period.
Make me quit my job. Put me over the moon. We need matching jackets. We can sell out O2.
Yes. I want matching jackets. I'm more excited about that than selling out O2.
I'd be totally fine. I need
I'm such a
matching
cornball. I
jackets.
love matching shit with people. Yes.
So much. And you already know what the logo gonna look like. It's right there in the corner, and it's gonna have your face as a caricature and my face as a caricature. It's gonna be fire.
Yes. Standing on just a pile of tangents. And it's gonna be black and money.
And money. You know how fire a jacket would be if we could just have. I'm thinking of a master plan.
Oh, I was about to say it. You know I was.
Imagine a jacket, right? It looks like a normal Letterman's jacket, but when you get closer, there are words written all throughout that bitch.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like where it
looks like a pattern, but it's words. Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
A bunch of shit like that, and just keep it all black.
Oh
so
yes.
That it doesn't. So that you could have the all black version, so that it doesn't even look like words, but you can see words throughout that shit.
Yes.
But then you have like another like alternative version where like the shit actually looks fire.
That's just gonna be sick.
You know what it makes me think of? Remember when every nigga used to get ready for prom, and there was always these niggas that had that suede jacket with the extra floral. It makes me think of that.
Yes.
But like
not so
word
loud.
or like but not so loud.
Yes. And I know I see it. It's fucking fire.
Image and so that's what I think of when I think of $300 matching jacket.
Period. The period.
Yes.
Oh, you know, it'd be sick if. So you know how the Letterman jackets have like the little. It's like a little kind of like a little collar situation on like the inside, the inner part that touches our skin. It could say "Good luck, everybody else," just on the inside. Oh, yes. My God.
Yes, fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up, Keisha. Fuck 'em up, Keisha. Oh, that's exactly right.
I'm excited. Oh my God, that's amazing. Merch. Definitely merch.
Ooh.
Oh my God. All right, do these buttons work? They don't work. That's okay.
That's a good point.
These buttons don't work. But I think this one does. Applause. And then that one works. Any last words, my friend?
9/11 was an inside job. Yes. And the planes are a part of that job as well.
Yeah, the job never ended. Still going on.
No.
Don't get me started.
No. So we're there. Follow us on all social media platforms. Please make sure that you take the time out to just listen.
Yeah.
And if you got things that you want us to talk about, just say so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to take my time and try to figure out exactly what it is that you want to talk about.
Yeah, we like to talk. We have a whole podcast because we like to talk. So,
yes.
You let us know what you talk about.
I do agree that podcast equipment should be expensive.
Yes.
And I do think that, moreover, if you see other people with podcast equipment and they're giving all those bad takes, they should be very rich so that you know that they're dummy rich. But I think from now on, if you make a really bad take, you should get demoted down to only being able to do it from your phone.
Oh. Ooh.
I think you should go from expensive podcast stuff to FaceTime. And then when you get your
shit together,
your funny up and you get your shit together, then you can move back to your expensive stuff. But there needs to be like an overarching entity or a government that control.
That's just gonna go bad real quick.
It's gonna go horrible. People
real quick.
Like, I'm sorry, you can't say that. That's 1 week. Boop.
That's a Black Mirror episode.
No, it is, but they would pay out very well.
So it'd be worth it.
So
that's the equivalent of selling your soul. It's worth it.
No, it's the equivalent of Twitch. There needs to be more policing
on Twitch,
but it's the equivalent. I mean, bring back twerking.
They
But-
police the wrong shit.
That's what I'm saying is they police the wrong shit. They need to police the right shit and then pay
yes.
people.
Yes, agreed.
So,
I like that.
yes,
Time.
very much so. I have retired from Marvel Rivals. Don't ask me.
Ditto.
Don't. I'm going nowhere near Overwatch, but I have retired from Marvel Rivals. Don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me a, don't ask me a fucking thing. This is the most pettiest thing I could ever say to you. Don't ask me a fucking thing.
A fuck thing.
There you go. That's my response. That's my money.
Love
And I need
it.
it now.
I'm here for it.
So that is it. That's the last thing I had to say.
All right, y'all.
I don't
We
think we're
got
rating
it.
out. So
No, I don't think so.
Gucci,
See you later.
Louis, Fendi, Prada.
Bye.
Stay fresh,
Bye.
cheese bags.